Alexander the Great, a name whispered with awe and reverence, a figure shrouded in myth and legend. He was a king, a warrior, a conqueror. His empire spanned continents. His victories reshaped the world. In a few short years he achieved what others could only dream of. He was, and remains, an enigma, a man beyond time. Alexander's story is a tale of ambition, courage, and relentless pursuit. It is a journey of military triumphs and cultural fusion. From the dusty plains of Persia to the lush valleys of India, his name echoed with power. But what made him unbeatable? What fueled his meteoric rise? The answer lies not just in his strategic brilliance, but in the very essence of the man himself. This essay explores the untarnished legend of Alexander. We'll delve into his military genius, his cultural impact, and the leadership traits that made him an unstoppable force. Prepare to journey back in time, witness the rise of a legend. Alexander's path to greatness began early. Born into royalty, he was the son of King Philip II of Macedon. His education was entrusted to the renowned philosopher Aristotle. Imagine a young Alexander absorbing wisdom from one of history's greatest minds. Aristotle's teachings instilled in him a thirst for knowledge, a respect for diverse cultures, and a deep understanding of human nature. At the tender age of 16, Alexander faced his first test. His father left him in charge of Macedon. He crushed a Thracian uprising, displaying remarkable courage and decisive leadership. This early experience forged his resolve, preparing him for the challenges that lay ahead. His father's assassination in 336 BC thrust him onto the world stage. At 20, Alexander inherited a powerful kingdom and a burning ambition. Alexander's upbringing was no accident. It was a carefully orchestrated symphony of elite education and real-world experience. It molded him into a leader unlike any other. He was ready to lead his people to glory, and nothing would stand in his way. Alexander's military genius is undeniable. His campaigns were masterpieces of strategy and tactical brilliance. He understood the importance of speed, maneuverability, and exploiting the enemy's weaknesses. His army, the legendary Macedonian phalanx, was a well-oiled machine, capable of adapting to diverse terrains and combat scenarios. One of Alexander's key strengths was his ability to inspire his troops. He fought alongside them, sharing their hardships and celebrating their victories. This fostered an unbreakable bond of loyalty and trust. His soldiers were willing to follow him anywhere, believing in his vision and trusting his judgment. Alexander's strategic brilliance extended beyond the battlefield. He recognized the importance of logistics, ensuring his army had the supplies and support needed for prolonged campaigns. His understanding of geography and his ability to adapt his tactics to different environments gave him a crucial edge over his adversaries. He was a true innovator, constantly refining his strategies to stay one step ahead. The Battle of Gaugamela, in 331 BC, stands as a testament to Alexander's military genius. He faced the mighty Persian army led by Darius III. The odds were stacked against him. Yet Alexander remained undaunted. Using a cunning combination of feints and flanking maneuvers, he lured the Persian forces into a trap. His companion cavalry, led by the fearless Hephaestion, punched through the Persian lines, creating chaos and confusion. Alexander, seizing the moment, led a decisive charge against Darius, who fled the battlefield in terror. Gaugamela was a crushing defeat for the Persians. It marked a turning point in Alexander's conquest of the Persian Empire. His victory sent shockwaves through the ancient world. He was not just a king, he was a force of nature, an unstoppable conqueror. Alexander's legions, a force forged in fire. Alexander's army was more than just a collection of soldiers. It was a reflection of his vision and leadership. His legions were a diverse mix of Macedonians, Greeks, and other allied forces. He fostered unity and camaraderie among his troops, creating a brotherhood forged in the heat of battle. The core of his army was the Macedonian phalanx. Imagine rows of disciplined infantry armed with long spears, sarissas, forming an impenetrable wall of bronze and flesh. These highly trained soldiers were the backbone of his victories, their unwavering discipline and coordinated movements proving decisive in numerous battles. But Alexander's military genius went beyond the phalanx. He understood the importance of cavalry, using his companion cavalry as a swift and deadly strike force. He also employed archers, slingers, and other specialized units, adapting his army composition to the specific challenges of each campaign. His legions were not static. They were a dynamic force, constantly evolving and adapting to the ever-changing tide of war. The conquerors shadow-spreading Hellenistic culture across the world. Alexander's conquests were not just about military victories, they were about spreading a new culture. This blend of Greek and Eastern influences became known as Hellenism. As Alexander's empire expanded, so did the reach of this vibrant cultural fusion. He founded cities, established trade routes, and encouraged the exchange of ideas and customs. Imagine Alexandria in Egypt, a thriving metropolis that became a center of learning and commerce, a testament to Alexander's vision of a culturally interconnected world. His conquests opened up new frontiers, forging connections between East and West. The spread of Hellenism had a profound impact on the ancient world. It fostered a new era of intellectual and artistic flourishing, leaving its mark on everything from philosophy and science to architecture and sculpture. Alexander's legacy was not just about conquering lands, it was about conquering hearts and minds. He opened up a world of possibilities, leaving behind a cultural footprint that resonated for centuries. What made Alexander such an exceptional leader? Well, it was more than just his military prowess. He possessed a unique blend of charisma, vision, and a deep understanding of human nature. He could inspire unwavering loyalty in his followers, forging bonds that transcended cultural divides. Alexander believed in leading by example. He shared the hardships of his troops, fought alongside them, and celebrated their victories. This fostered a deep sense of camaraderie and respect. His soldiers saw him not just as a king, but as a comrade, a leader who genuinely cared for their well-being. He was also a master of diplomacy, recognizing the importance of building alliances and forging connections with conquered peoples. He respected local customs and religions, incorporating them into his empire's fabric. He understood that true strength lay not just in military might, but in fostering unity and understanding. Alexander's empire was a melting pot of cultures. He actively encouraged the fusion of Greek and Eastern traditions, believing that diversity was a source of strength. This cultural blending was evident in everything from art and architecture to language and philosophy. He himself embraced Persian customs, adopting their attire and even marrying Roxana, a Bactrian noblewoman. This symbolic act sent a powerful message. He was not simply a conqueror, he was a bridge builder seeking to unite East and West under a common banner. This fusion of cultures was not without its challenges. There were tensions and resistance from those who clung to their traditional ways. But Alexander, with his unwavering belief in unity, persevered. He envisioned a world where cultural barriers were broken down, where East and West could coexist and prosper together. His empire, though short-lived, became a testament to the transformative power of cultural exchange. Alexander's success was not without its share of setbacks and challenges. He faced fierce opposition, grueling campaigns, and moments of doubt. Yet, he never gave up. His spirit remained unbreakable, fueled by an unwavering determination to achieve his goals. His courage was legendary. He led from the front, inspiring his troops by example. He faced dangers head-on, never shying away from a challenge. His unwavering self-belief instilled confidence in his followers, convincing them that they could overcome any obstacle. Alexander's sheer will to win was a force to be reckoned with. He pushed himself and his army to their limits, constantly striving for excellence. He believed that anything was possible if one had the courage and determination to pursue it. His unwavering spirit, combined with his strategic brilliance, made him an unstoppable force. Alexander the Great's life was tragically cut short in 323 BC at the age of 32. But his impact on the world was profound and enduring. He was more than just a conqueror, he was a visionary leader, a military genius, and a cultural catalyst. His empire may have crumbled after his death, but his legacy lived on. The Hellenistic world he helped create continued to flourish, spreading Greek culture and ideas across vast territories. His military strategies were studied and emulated by generations of commanders. His name became synonymous with ambition, courage, and the pursuit of greatness. Even today, over 2 millennia after his death, Alexander's story continues to fascinate and inspire. He remains an enigma, a figure shrouded in myth and legend. But one thing is certain, he was a man who dared to dream big, who defied the odds, and who left an indelible mark on the course of human history. He was and remains Alexander the Great.